Hey guys, it's Megan. Today I have my Sephora VIB Rouge sale haul along with some other bits and pieces that I've picked up in the last couple of weeks. And I'm also going to do kind of a try on of all of these and give you my first impressions of each of them. There are some hits and some maybe misses that I haven't quite decided yet, but yeah, we're just gonna jump on in and put on a face of makeup. I guess we'll start in the order that they go on my face. So first I have the Cover FX Click Stick. Honestly, I think this is kind of gimmicky. You have to buy a product just for the product to go into. This is the click stick. This is the baton that they click into. I only got one click stick. I wanted to get another one, but I was trying to conserve my money for the whole sale. I think the idea is they're supposed to be able to click in and then you can like push it and it'll come out. It doesn't really work like that with the one, but this is the one I've got. It's the green shade. I am pretty new to color correcting, so I may be doing it wrong, but I'm not a massive fan of this product yet. I used it on all of my spots, which I have a lot of right now, but they are pretty red, and so I used this on each of my bad spots and just kind of left a soft green tinge to the skin on top of that spot. I didn't really blend it in because I figured that would kind of defeat the purpose of having this on my skin. I did apply my concealer over it and it didn't make my concealer look cakey at all, which I appreciated, but I found with some of my more stubborn spots, they are still showing through. So that was kind of a bummer. I haven't decided. I'm still gonna keep giving it a chance because, you know, it could just be that my spots are insanely crazy and just too much for this little corrector. But I like the idea that you house multiple correctors in this little click stick, but the stick alone was $8 and then this little bitty thing was $18. So I don't know. Still trying to form a full opinion on this. Next, I added this product underneath my eyes. This is another color corrector, but it's also some skincare. So that's one thing that I really like about it. I know I've mentioned before, I love my products that are both makeup and skincare, so I know that I'm not putting something that's bad for my skin on it. But what I put on my under eyes is this First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy. This is for fair to medium skin. This was one of the products that I picked up a couple weeks back, so it was not part of my VIB sale purchase. And the product itself is the kind of salmon-y color, so for those of you that don't know, orange counteracts blue on the color wheel. So you apply orange to any blueness that you have underneath your eyes and it should counteract it. I find that the product itself does a good enough job of canceling out my dark under eye circles, but it's not life-changing by any means. It feels really nice on my skin though. It's really light. It doesn't feel cakey at all and it sits well under makeup. But my absolute favorite thing about this product is the metal tip, which actually reminds me a little bit of an iron. The metal tip is what you use to kind of press the product into your eye. It's really, really, really cooling, and so it kind of eases any bags that you may have going on and kind of chills out your under eye area without having to put on one of those little eye mask gel thingies. But so far I really like it. I feel like it's done a great job of concealing but not getting too cakey and crazy under my eyes, and so I definitely like that one. Next we have my eyes. So my eyeshadow. This is a product that I picked up from MAC last night. It is called Groundwork. It's a paint pot. It's one of the Pro Longwear paint pots. It's like a cream eyeshadow, but also like a primer for your eyes. I chose this one instead of Painterly, which is a more popular paint pot for the fair skinned gals like myself, because I wanted something that was going to have a little bit of a shade to it, because I could use this and just be done with my eyeshadow. Essentially, that's kind of the mentality I had whenever I got this. I also purchased this because I watched one of Lisa Eldridge's videos in the last couple of weeks or so, and Adele's makeup artist was on her video doing an Adele makeup tutorial, and he said that this was one of the products that he used, and if it's good enough for Adele, then you know it's sure as heck good enough for me. So I took some of this and just patted it onto my eyelids with my ring finger and used one of my other MAC purchases, which has been a long time coming. It's been something that I have wanted for a very, 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 very long time, but I always talk myself out of it. I got the MAC 217 brush. This is a domed blending shadow brush. I've heard 1,000,001 YouTubers talk about this brush, so obviously I had to have it. And I, so far, really liked it. I used it on most of my eyeshadow look, but I used this to kind of blend out the edges of groundwork. And you'll see that I went back in with another layer of groundwork. I wasn't sure if it was a buildable type coverage, and it was, but I was very light with my building, so I don't know if it builds up to a super, super strong brown. Next, I went in with one of my favorite purchases of my Sephora VIB Rouge sale order. It is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. This is a fan favorite for so many people, and I don't know why I have yet to try it, but I finally caved and went ahead and bought it, and so far I'm loving it. It smells like chocolate, it looks like chocolate, so definitely a winner in those regards. But the shades are just so pretty and unique. I feel like it is a very neutral palette, but it has kind of a warm undertone running through it. So you've got like your cherry cordial, your amaretto, and black forest truffle that are a little bit more on the reddy tone. But then you've got your really nice neutral brownie shades with your warm crease color and then a more cool crease color. I just feel like there's so many different looks that can be made out of this palette. And if you guys would like to see me come up with a few more looks, I can definitely do an entire video dedicated solely to this palette. First, out of this palette, I went in with Salted Caramel, which is this really pretty warm kind of matte brownie shade, and I took that into my crease and kind of just blended it out. Then I went in with Marzipan right here, which is this beautiful kind of golden champagne-y shade, and I just used my finger to pat that all over the lid. Next, I went in with Hazelnut, which is a little bit more of a almost a satin finish brown shade. It's definitely a deeper brown, and took that kind of in the outer corner, just kind of blended it in to add a little bit of depth. And then I went in with a Sephora angled liner brush and went into this Gilded Ganache, which is a beautiful almost olive green with a bit of gold running through it, but it's not glittery at all. I took that and lined my lash line just roughly with that angled shadow brush, and then kind of blended it out with a smudge brush. So I've definitely got a little bit of darkness on my lash line, but it's not as harsh as like a black liquid liner. I also used the shadow to kind of wing it out at the end, so I still have my wing that I love so much with my eyeshadow looks, but it's just a bit softer. Then I went in with a mixture of hazelnut and Gilded Ganache and kind of swiped it beneath the lower outer corner of my lash line just to kind of connect it all and make it all look like one cohesive look. And then I took Champagne Truffle and just kind of swiped that through my brow bone just to give it a bit of a highlight. And I did a mixture of white chocolate and marzipan. White chocolate is a matte white shade, and marzipan, like I said before, is this really pretty champagne-y shimmer shade, and added that to the inner corner of my eye. So I think that was all of the eyeshadows that I used. I tried to use as much as I could just to give a good idea of what you can expect from this palette, but like I said, I would be happy to do a video dedicated solely to this palette. After the eyeshadows, I just did my standard mascara and bronzer. Another product that is new to me that I picked up recently is one of the Too Faced Love Flush blushes. This one is in Love Hangover, and it's kind of a peachy pink. My favorite thing about it is so pigmented. I literally just have to take my brush and tap it in there. I don't swirl it around or anything because that would just make way too much blush. And you can see that it is very pigmented. It shows very well on the skin, and a little goes a long way. A little too cutesy packaging for me, but it has nothing to do with the product that's inside. Definitely love the product so much, and I think this is going to be a really good standby blush for spring and summer with the peachy kind of glowy look to it. And then last but not least, we have my lips. I got a new MAC lipstick because I have a problem, and anytime I buy anything from MAC, I have to get a lipstick because they are the mother of all lipsticks. But this one is a matte formula, and it is in the shade Mare, and it may be pronounced Myrrh, but I've only ever heard it as Mare. It is a beautiful kind of dusty rosy pink, and I think that this is just one of the best shades for me. I do really well with kind of mauve-y, dusty pink shades. I struggle with making browns work, but this has a slight tinge of brown to it, so it looks very natural. I love the formula of MAC's matte lipsticks, and I am definitely glad that I have this one in my collection now because I didn't have a kind of nudie matte pink that I could wear on the reg. So love this. Another product I got from my VIB Rouge sale was a reward, and it was one of the 100-point rewards. It's the Laura Mercier Lip Glacé in Bear Baby. I have this on now. I just put a tiny bit of it in the middle of my lips and just kind of rubbed them together, and it gave a little bit more of a shine to my lips and kind of brightened that mid area of my lips. I don't have a cutaway for that, but I really, really love this, and a little goes a long way. I think this is going to last me a long time. Some more products I picked up from my VIB Rouge sale were products that I couldn't really use on camera right now. They're more skincare products and body care products. The first is the Fresh Sugar Roll-On Deodorant and Antiperspirant, and it's really interesting. I've never used a liquid antiperspirant before. It smells like lemon, which is just fantastic, of course, but it's just got this kind of clear rollerball on it. It reminds me a lot of like arts and crafts and painting in like primary school. I don't know. I like this so far. It's definitely on the more expensive side for a deodorant, but I have just been wanting to try a nice deodorant for a while now. I've been drugstore deodorant my entire life. I will definitely keep you updated. So I am all about the Sephora sets. I love anything where you can buy 2 different products or 2 or 3 or multiple different products in one, and I especially love it whenever it is a skincare set. Several weeks back, I bought the Power Couple set from Sunday Riley, and so it had a mini Good Genes and a mini Luna night oil, and I feel like they're just great values for your money. So one of the things that I've really been wanting to try for a very long time now is the Amora Vixa Queen of Hungary Mist, and I'll grab it out of the box. This is a toner, a spray toner, and it, I believe, is a full-size bottle. I got this as well as a small version of the Amora Vixa Thermal Cleansing Balm. So I have also been wanting to try this too because I've heard that it's just really great for cleansing your skin, and I'm running out of my other cleansing balm, so why not try something new now? I have used the Queen of Hungary Mist a couple of times, and it just feels really, really light and refreshing on your skin. I'll actually apply some now. It smells a lot like rose. That's the main thing that I smell on it. And it's just really cooling and refreshing. I can imagine that this is just going to become a major princess product for me and something that I don't need but want to use all the time. It works well over makeup. I'm still a little wet now, so let's just let this dry for a minute. Okay, so it works really well over makeup from what I can tell. It just kind of gives a little bit of a refresher and wakes the skin up and kind of gives it a little boost of hydration. I am gonna definitely give you guys a better idea of what I feel about this over time, but I think that once I run out of my current toner, I'm just going to switch over to this and use this on a more regular basis. It's very expensive. This little set of both of these was $95, so definitely luxury skincare through and through. but I think the full size of just the mist is $90. So it was worth it to me to be able to try both at the same time when I could get a discount on it. So definitely I'm enjoying this so far, and I will give you an idea of what I think of the cleansing balm whenever I give it a go for the first time. Last but not least, I got the other Dior Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm. This one is in the shade Pink. And this is actually the one that I intended to get the first time around. I have been raving about these balms for the last like 4 videos, so I'm not going to get too into this, but it is just a beautiful, comfortable balm to wear, and I love it so freaking much. I spent the money on the coral one and then had to get this one too, so definitely would recommend these if you're looking for a luxury lip balm with a bit of color to it. Alright, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed my little haul of sorts. It's kind of a collective haul, but really the focus was the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. I am really excited to try all of these products and kind of form a better opinion of them. Oh my gosh, one more product that I got, it was another point reward, was the Glam Glow Gravity Mud. I've heard great things about this from other YouTubers, so I'm excited to give it a try. I'm just waiting for my skin to kind of chill out a little bit before I give it a shot, but I've heard really great things about this. Glam Glow makes amazing masks, so I'm excited to try this one out. Anyway, that is the end of this video, I think, this time. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of try on first impressions hybrid video. And let me know if you want to see a video on the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette, because I am just raring to try more different styles with it and come up with different looks. So I will see you guys in my next video in a few days, and I hope you have a great one.